Okay. Now narrate.
So here are the cave spiders or cave notes.
Jacob, you gotta have your finger by them. And narrate.
You put it on me!
So look to the left and to the right, but mostly to the left. There's some big clearings, and they're, in my opinion, more than obvious. Jacob's in his Christmas skivvies. So they're pretty cool. We are entering once again into the Masochist Maze, and from our understanding, there's a way out. With Joel the Mulligan and Jacob the Wake Up, we're pretty much cave nerds today. We're going to go ahead and go in. So, guys.
This is beautiful! Holy cow!
So we're here in the entrance of the cave, and there's a bunch of ice in here. And how does the ice get in the entrance to this cave?
Well, inside the cave it's warm, and out there it's cold. So it warms up the ground and the snow, and it drips down and freezes.
If it's snowy and icy above, or it's winter above, so there's snow, and it's warm in the cave, so the bottom layer of the snow is insulated, it warms up, it melts to the ground. As it's dripping into the cave, everywhere else it just drips, but in the entrance, what happens?
It freezes.
Yeah, it freezes because there's air coming in the entrance. So right in this entranceway, there's a lot of ice, and it's really beautiful.
This.
Just comes down.
What about this side?
Flows.
Stalagmite. Look at this.
I love how it bends right here. Look, it's dripping, and right to there, and it's gonna connect soon.
Yeah.
And you can just see these beautiful ice sculptures and icicles everywhere. It makes it very fascinating. So we begin our journey through the ice entrance.
Beautiful. Check it out, guys. This part of the cave's flooded. We just came from the icicle part, and we already hit our next big thing. It's flooded through here. What's supposed to be our pathway is flooded. Let's hope we can get through. So there's a little creek that comes through here, and that creek in the wintertime, this is the bottom end of the cave. This is actually, they call it a sump is what happens, and it backfills with water to the point where you can no longer get through here. We think we can get through today. We're gonna crawl around the edge, Jacob and Joel and I, and see if we can get to the other side. If we can get through this area, we can pretty much get in the main part of the cave. Is that a fish? See his reaction? There's no fish. Darn it.
There is a little worm thing though.
Right there. There's a little clear worm thing.
Here's Jacob and Joel getting through the wet and nearly flooded out entrance, and they're crawling along the corridor there. And you can see that's a pretty tight little space. You either get along the edge there or you are going to go in to drink. And while the water's not super cold, obviously you don't want to go swimming in a cave. There are other entrances, but this is the largest and easiest entrance to get in. So if you can get through here when it's not flooded, that's the way to go. So we're here at the entrance to the Masochist Maze, and this is a portion inside the entrance of the main cave at Dead Horse Cave is this little hole. Go ahead, Jacob, go down in there.
Alrighty.
And I'm going to follow Jacob in a moment down in the entrance. And that is how you get in. Welcome to the Masochist Maze.
You guys go through the same time?
Yeah.
Who's in front?
Joel.
We assign Jacob to lead, and the next thing you know, him and Joel are side by side in the tiniest little corridor.
Working good though. I can't even turn my head, guys. What are you doing to me? And it's not even the tiniest hole. Well, this is really something. Wait till you see this. My silly Sally cart's working really good.
Oh, hey! Oh! What the heck? That scared me.
I know.
Is it on?
Yeah, it's on my side too, and your side.
Hey, buddy, what's up?
Hey, buddy, what's up? Jacob, can you put it up on that bump there? Thank you. That's fine.
Race is going.
Oh, yeah, going. What's that way?
That way is the
The bumpy way.
loops back around.
Okay.
High and 2 feet wide?
So that entrance there is about 8 inches high. I don't even know if I could get my hips through it, but it's a couple feet wide. So we're gonna stuff Jacob up in there and see how far he can go before he freaks out. And we have to pull him out through ropes, slide him back out because he's gonna get stuck. So here I am putting Jacob up in the hole, and this is about head high, so it's about 5 or 6 feet high. It's got a little bit of an edge, so I was able to stuff Jacob in there. And the entrance is really the tightest spot where I'm not sure that an adult can get in there. I'm willing to go back and try, but that's me laughing with Joel. Me and Joel made eye contact there, just sort of laughing that Jacob actually fit in there.
My bro right there in the tiniest hole. Hold the shit.
We're just like.
You can see what it's filming right here. If what happened, Joel?
If we just said bye and then left.
We just took off.
Yeah.
You can see the jagged, rocky nature of the tube makes it very difficult to move forward, and especially to move backwards. Your shoes get caught, your hair gets caught, your clothes get caught, and there's no good way through here. This shreds clothes. This shreds shoes. Shoes are good for a couple times in these caves. If you're on your toes, scooching like this on your belly, it's just going to rip your clothes to pieces. It's pretty uncomfortable. And you have to be a little bit courageous, overcome some of your fear of claustrophobia, even if you don't mind it.
Let me place my dinosaur.
So we were making our way through this portion of the Damascus maze, and I thought I saw a little piece of light. I'm not 100% positive, but I saw light. And so in a second here, I'm going to turn off my light. We're going to all turn off our lights, and I'm going to see if these guys can see the light of the sun or daylight coming down through, and we'll see if that's a possible exit.
Now, who wants to see light?
I do.
Let's try it again. Believe me now?
Yes.
I don't know if we can get through there though. Okay, hang on. I think this is the entrance to the cave. Like, you know those ones where you're like, hey, this is near the entrance. I think that's where this is.
It's the other side.
Yeah, you know where you're like, hey, we can go in there. It's one of those. We're right near the truck. Oh, brother, we're getting through. It is tight though, but there's no spiders. It's just damp.
That's cool. That's a miracle. Woo! Let's go.
We're trying. Who's pushing me? The ground's getting cold though. Hey, do your best not to get super duper thrashing muddy.
So here I am with Jacob and Joel behind me, crawling through the dugout space, which seems to lead to an exit at this point. We're, basically confident you can see the daylight coming through. We just only haven't been there, and so a few inches at a time, I think my head is basically there at the exit here, where I'll turn off my lamp and catch some fresh air, cold, snowy air. You can feel the cold air coming in there, so you know you're near an exit. And we've never been in here. We didn't know it existed. These have been dug out through the years. There's a few holes here and there, exits, but it was a big surprise because here comes Joel. Once we're outside, we don't know where we're at. We have to make our way back. It's not, you're never more than a mile away or so. It's not that big of a cave, but it's a little disorienting and very exciting to come out and breathe some fresh air finally.
Look how muddy we are. I don't hear.
And you can see how muddy we are. And here we go. We're looking for the truck. I condensed this as actually quite a walk here, maybe a half a mile, maybe a little bit more, close to a mile of traipsing through the snow, finding. We actually found a road.
That's where I thought we'd come out on those holes.
And then back up where the truck's at to get our hands warm. Get off the muddy clothes.
That made my day.
I know, we came out, we found a way out of the Damascus maze. Huh?
Between the two roads, over there in the tree.
So we found a way out of the Damascus cave. We found light and
Spiders.
followed it. You have to turn your own lights off. Because we left early enough, it's still daylight. There's multiple exits to that thing. We found that one, Bill's cave one, that one.
One right
There's
in those?
up there, down here, it's 10. Hey,